Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zay, and today we're going to do a mobility snack class. So a little shorter class, and we will be in frog position for the class. You will need at least 2 to 3 yoga blocks and one ball. If you do not have a ball, you can get away without using one. If you don't have blocks, if you're at home, I would suggest grabbing pillows or blankets. If you're at a gym, you can use a med ball. I'm going to go pretty in depth about the setup here so that you are comfortable, or as a little bit comfortable to get through this sequence well. So for your frog setup, there are a few ways that you can do this. I'm just going to show my favorite way to set up for frog, but my toes are touching, and I'm going to use one of my yoga blocks to kind of support me underneath my rib. It will be in this position, but I'll be face down. And then this block will kind of go on top of my head to just help me better relax in this position. I'll then open my feet away from each other. And then now I am in my frog position. I'm going to come out and just explain how we can adjust this position. So if you are extremely tight in your inner thigh growing area, you are going to need more support underneath your chest. And like I said previously, if you do not have yoga blocks, grab pillows, grab blankets, grab a med ball, something that you can rest underneath your chest so you do not feel like you have to hold yourself up. If you have the flexibility and range of motion, you can get away with one block, or maybe you're so low to the ground that you don't even need a block. So positions will vary. You do not have to copy my position, my base position. I highly suggest that you adjust it to your body and what it needs, because we will be there for the rest of our snack class today. I'm going to turn sideways now and set up just so you can see me as I demonstrate exercises. And as you're setting up, just take your lacrosse ball and make sure that it is near you so you don't have to get out of your position to grab it. So my toes are apart. When you're ready, you'll open, and you can absolutely keep your heels together in more of a butterfly versus coming out to frog. Ways we can also adjust here is positioning our pelvis a little more dumped forward, or maybe you position the pelvis scooped. You can shift your hips back towards your heels. But if you're asking yourself in this moment, am I doing it right? As long as you feel stretch in the inside of your thigh and growing muscles, then you're doing it right. So we are going to be here and just bank a few seconds of stretch in our frog position. You're going to take an inhale in through your nose. Long exhale, blowing it out. Again, breathing in through the nose. Exhale, blowing it out. We will be here for a while. If at any time you need to come out of the position, please do. But our first exercise to start is going to be internal rotation liftoffs. We have 15 on the right, and then we have 15 on the left. Let's go. Head is going to rest on your block or whatever base position you have. Knee will stay anchored into the ground, and you're going to find internal rotation of that right hip. Imagine your thigh bone rotating in its hip socket. We have 15 reps. Here we go. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, squeezing the glute at the top. 1, we have 10 more reps. Keeping the core active. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Make sure you're not dumping into your pelvis to rotate your hip. This is 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go straight to the other side. If you need a break out of this position, pause the video, reset, and then press play, and then meet me on the left side. Here we go. 15 liftoffs. Squeezing at the top. Lower down. Lift off. Lower. Lift off. Lower down. Lift off, squeeze. Lower down. Lift. That's 5. We have 10 more. Lower down. This is 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Awesome. We have a shoulder car in our frog. Grab your ball here. Remember, if you need extra blocks under you for support, adjust as you need. If you need to pause the video, and then meet me back for our shoulder car. Your right arm will come overhead. You're going to lift off into shoulder flexion. Arm's going to travel to the side as I internally rotate the upper arm bone to come behind me. Arm travels down to the side. We reverse. Exhale, find shoulder extension. My ball is currently facing the ceiling. I'm going to rotate that ball out and up, lower down. We have 2 more reps. Exhale, lift off, squeeze. Like you're trying to pop that ball. There is quite a bit of tension that should be happening in your forearm, traveling up to the bicep. Last one. Lift. Take it out. Rotate it in. Reverse. Lower down. We have 3 reps. Same thing, other side. Remember, you can always put more blocks underneath you for more support. Here we go. Squeeze, lift. Like you're trying to pop that ball. Make sure that your arm is not slowly starting to drift towards the ground. As you are traveling from flexion, this overhead position to side, you are consistently trying to lift and squeeze at your end ranges. So try not to let the height decrease as you go through your shoulder car. Last rep here. Lower down. Lift. Lower down. You can place your ball down. We're going to go into a scapula car and then our neck car, and then we'll be out of this position. Here we go. Shoulder blade car. You are going to lift your shoulder blades towards your ears. You are going to squeeze them in towards your spine, depress them down, and then protract forward. Again, lift shoulder blades up to ears, squeeze shoulder blades to your spine, slide them down your back, protract, create space. One more. Lift, squeeze, depress, protract. Let's reverse. Squeeze, lift, spread them away, slide them down, squeeze towards the spine, lift, protract, depress. One more. Squeeze, lift, protract, depress. Pretty much a scapula circle. If you don't know what cars are, go back to the tutorials so that this stuff makes sense to you. Moving on to our last one, our neck car. Exhale, chin comes to chest. We rotate to the right, tracing your collarbone. Side bend, ear comes behind the shoulder. Stretch the front of the neck into extension. Rotate and extension. Chin comes to armpit. You trace collarbone. One more to the right. Rotate. Side bend. Going into extension. Rotate. Chin to armpit. Chin to chest. Reverse your direction. Trace your collarbone with your chin. Pour your ear behind your shoulder. Find the stretches. Extend your neck. Rotate. Chin to armpit. Chin to chest. One more. Twist. Side bend. Extension. Chin to armpit. Chin to chest. Awesome. You'll bring your heels together to touch, and then you'll just kind of press yourself out of there. I tell my students, just get out of there the best way you can. That is going to be our snack class. Please feel free to cycle through these again. In my real life classes, we would have done that segment maybe 2 or 3 sets, just repeating the same exercises. If you're new to my channel and you're like, what is a scapula car? What is a neck car? What is a shoulder car? Go to the full body car tutorials so that my channel will make sense to you. But other than that, thank you guys for your support, and I will see you again next time.